What's up, YouTube? Today we are back with another video, and we got Jidion, Millionaire CEO, dirty secret. It finally gets exposed, bro. These guys never learn, bro. They never do. Never get old.
This might actually be one of the most successful preds that we've ever caught.
I'm here today with Paul Fasson.
Can you tell me what this is, Mr. Paul?
Dang, bro.
I mean, you seem like a very successful man. Why would you do something like this?
It was fun. It was helping me.
Fun?
So was
It was
all
fun?
sexual?
I was definitely interested in that.
What do you think your attractive level goes to? Like, how young?
It was more high school stuff. I was definitely interested in.
Oh my
Seeing a girl
God.
who went to a certain high school. And
High school? This nigga look 60 and bro, high school? You attracted to high schoolers? Bro, and you a CEO, bro? Oh my gosh. That's wild.
All right, what's good with y'all boys and girls, man? Welcome to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. And on today's episode, we are catching a very disgusting man. His name is Paul Fasson over here in Elgin, Illinois. He's coming to meet what he thinks is a 15-year-old girl. And the crazy thing about this dude is this might actually be one of the most successful preds that we've ever caught. I mean, the dude literally is a high-ranking member in his company, does a bunch of seminars and stuff like that.
I'm here today with Paul Fasson, National Business Development Manager.
Y'all know this actually like not like surprising to like, you know, like this is actually not surprising. Like what I'm trying to say is these big names that is like bosses and stuff of these big companies are really like they're fucking weird. They're fucked up in the head, bro. They do shit like this, bro. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that, bro. Like these big companies, all these CEOs, bro, these managers, bro. It's a lot of it's hell of them like him, bro.
Seminars and stuff like that.
That shit not a secret neither. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but
him and his wife are separated, and now he's back in the dating scene. You know, he wants to go younger, and so today we're joined with PP Illinois. Appreciate you for coming through, my man.
Absolutely.
Man, the chat log's disgusting. This dude's very manipulative, and I mean, what do you think about this?
I think he's a sick bastard. In some of these chat logs, he's just like straight up like he's writing some kind of novel. Makes you want to throw up reading the chats.
Man, it does. We're gonna be posting the full chat log on edpwatch.com. Be sure to support us there, and also be sure to support PP Illinois' channel. I got his link down in the description below. And man, we really don't got much else to say. Let's get him.
Ready?
Still hasn't
No,
parked
he's
yet.
coming out. He's coming back out.
He's coming back out?
He's parking right over here to the right of me.
Really?
As soon as he gets out, you can
Park right there.
act like we're talking to each other.
Yeah, this job site, man, I swear.
I know, right?
Okay, he's walking off. Oh my gosh, apparently he brought a present. Let's get this, bro. Mr. Paul, man, we just want to have a...
nigga brought a rose. He really thought your old ass really thought you was about to meet up with a underage kid, gang. Your ass brought a rose, my nigga. Bro, you better stick that rose up your ass because this shit right here is dead. You about to go to jail, buddy. Weird ass dude.
Mr. Paul, man, we just want to have a conversation.
We're not the police, brother.
We're not the police. We don't think you're a bad guy.
Yeah, bro. Why your head down, bro? You fucking caught.
What's this? What the f is this?
Do you want to watch EDP Watch? All for the low price of $4.45. So what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquise Brownie and speed on over to edpwatch.com. Warning, the following content may cause extreme disgust.
Can we just have a God's honest conversation? Sit down at the bench?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Paul.
Genuinely, my friend, if we thought you were a bad guy, we wouldn't be here talking with you. So who are you coming here to meet?
Nigga. Damn. Nigga really brought a rose.
Today.
Weird ass
Did she
nigga.
tell you how old she was?
Yes.
How old did she say she was?
She said she was.
Well, I mean, you know what, man? I appreciate that.
15.
I love when women are honest.
Yeah.
15. I
15.
could just sit down right next to you and talk to you, man. I understand that, you know, what's going on with you and your wife, man, but You know, why did we decide to make a decision like this today?
Thought I was making a relationship, and she seemed very focused on wanting to do something, and it was fun. Yesterday she asked me
Fun?
about how I felt about her being that young. I thought that was
Nigga said it was fun, pretty much talking to a 15-year-old, and you wanted to start a relationship because she know what she's gonna do. Nigga, she's still in high school, gang, and you want to make a relationship with a high schooler? Nigga, you look about 50, 60. What the fuck is wrong with you? Gang, that's crazy. That's like,
it was
bro, you a millionaire too?
fun.
Bro,
Yesterday she asked
you
me
can
some
keep,
questions
bro,
about
what
how
the
I felt
fuck?
about her being that young. I thought that was a very mature thing for her to say. I understand what's going on now.
I mean, you seem like a very successful man. Why would you do something like this?
Interested in the thrill, the excitement, not very much exciting me.
Thrill,
now.
excitement?
She spoke a couple different languages, just seemed like really intelligent, just interesting.
I mean, she's young enough to be your granddaughter. What could you guys have in common?
That's crazy
besides-
too.
Nothing.
Like,
was it all purely sexual?
I was definitely interested in that, but felt like we were having a relationship of some kind.
Okay, so you would have tried to build up to a relationship with her? How would that have worked?
Yeah, obviously it wouldn't have worked out except being friends and
Sneaking around, because I mean,
Yep.
can't take her to any events,
You're right.
company events, family events.
you're right. Would have just ended in tragedy, would have been stupid.
I really do see the regret on your face.
Yeah, I do too.
This is my friend here, Gordon.
Gordon Flowers, nice to meet you, buddy.
damn.
So, I mean, I just have to ask, like, I have to see this as being a catalyst from something else. So, when we're on, like, apps like Telegram or anything like this, or is stuff being sent that kind of, like, maybe got your mind startled off into this?
I got on Instagram and was just kind of seeing what was out there, and it feels like there's a lot of that going on.
A lot of what going on?
Young girls wanting to look older.
I'm not.
Gang, first of all, bro, yo old ass, bro. I'm surprised your ass on Instagram. What the fuck? Bro, this little ass kid just peeking out the window being nosy. I didn't even notice that, bro. Oh, bro, see, bro, I be peeping things, bro. I really be peeping things. What the hell, gang? But back to what I was saying, bro. Your old ass on Instagram, bro. Your ass probably on that bitch scouting. Your little weird ass. What the fuck? Scouting for young people. Your weird ass.
There's a lot of that going on.
A lot of what going on?
Young girls wanting to look older.
I'm not saying you've been hitting them up. I have young girls hit you up in your messages before.
Yay.
When I would respond to something or I'd comment on a picture.
Bro, little kids are so fucking nosy, bro.
You start out the comments with them.
I just comment on something that they'd posted or something like that. I don't know. If I saw somebody that looked like they were, I don't know, upset about their appearance and that, it just seems like a lot of young people just don't.
So try to be like a father figure,
Yeah,
in a sense.
Really trying to do that, and some
Ew.
folks show real interest and would ask an intelligent question or want to.
Ew.
Sometimes I post a picture about where I was traveling.
You don't have to tell us where you work, but what kind of work do you do?
Do you still
I'm a sales manager.
you still work for Simeon's?
Siemens,
That's a great job.
yeah. And I'm sure I've fucked it up now. So
We're not the police, and I mean we don't want anything from you. I don't want you to think like
Think of this as more like a kind of an intervention in a way.
we're just fathers that genuinely care about kids.
really appreciate it.
Yeah, we believe there's other ways of solving some of these issues, and you know when we look at you,
Cap.
you're an upstanding guy.
Now, if you just like ran off,
Cap. In my eyes, people, predators, and people like this that do stuff like this, they do it for a reason. I don't care if you think they could change or anything, bro. They always had this type of mentality, this type of fantasies in their mind. So when I see people do shit like this, bro, nigga, you did it because you wanted to do it, bro. You did it because you want to. I don't care. No one can tell me otherwise.
stuff, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, you know what? People that run away from their problems, they're never repentful, you know? I mean, are you a man of God?
I was.
I was.
What happened?
I got divorced and my church didn't want me involved anymore.
Are y'all
Damn.
officially divorced yet? Or
That's-
still just
that's
separated?
tough.
We've been divorced a long
It's
time.
tough.
Long time.
I'm even remarried now, and that's even more sad because
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
I'm really in love with my wife, and just things have been really hard. She's got a bunch of physical issues.
Oh, okay. This just took a turn.
The church didn't want me involved anymore.
Are y'all officially
You're-
divorced
you're
yet or still just
married?
separated?
You remarried and you're really in love with your
I'm even
wife.
remarried now, and that's even more sad because
Oh my
I'm
Yes,
God.
niggas,
really
very.
in love with my wife, and just things have been really hard. She's got a bunch of physical issues, and just I guess I was just feeling dry and
Like, was she just not pleasing you?
Yeah, and she
Oh,
so it's kind of
But, you know, those vows,
dang. Bro, just finding that out, that's even more disgusting. So, so pretty much, you wanted to have a relationship with someone young, way younger. I'm talking about high school, because your wife is not pleasing you. Gang, that's even more disgusting now. Gang.
sickness and health to death do you part, man. Like, let's say the flip side, and she went for a younger man because of your ailments or maybe a shortcoming. How would that make you feel?
yeah, I would feel bad. I would feel betrayed.
I'm even more disappointed in you now, Mr. Paul, because I think I misread this. You know, that's just a sad thing to hear. And then you know how women are. When they're cheated on, they feel shame.
Bro, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but
you know how women are. When
this fucking kid, gang, is so nosy right now, bro. Like, gang, it just stands out, bro. Bro, she just keep popping up.
they're cheated on, they feel shame,
Bro.
and they always compare themselves to other women.
Yeah, we kill it.
I'm trying to figure out this catalyst of like where this happened, because I don't think this just started just out of the blue.
You need to cure the cancer. You got to find out where it started and cut it out. Did you have any experiences as a kid, maybe?
No, I think I mean, I was always like a top student, and I wasn't as attractive to the girls and that. And now that I'm more successful, it seems like I can.
Gotcha.
You know, people talk to me and
Right.
see me more. But as I've gotten older, become invisible again.
Man, no homo, but you're for your age, 68, right?
Yeah.
For your age, you're good.
I knew this
looking
nigga
dude,
was
man.
like
You can have
60.
the pick of the litter.
Your wife?
Nigga's pretty much 70.
These medical issues before you married her, or
They were actually happening as we met. And she's
enough.
got mobility issues and stuff with her knees.
is she young too, or?
She's 40.
So I mean, you like them young, but you know, I think we're a little bit too young this time. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
this message right here, this is why we have to have this conversation. You said, I will be an adult with you. My adult body will envelop and dominate your young adult body. Will you?
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Gang. That's wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's beyond crazy. That's like, bro, bro, you said that?
My adult body will envelop and dominate
That cringe
your
ass
young
shit.
adult body.
You weird ass
Will you
nigga.
act like an adult at the same time, or will you be my good little girl? You said scenario time. I'm gonna sit on the couch
Nigga said scenario
and
time.
have you good little girl.
Gang.
You said
Bro.
scenario time. I'm gonna sit on the couch and have you.
She had said she liked these scenario things and liked what I'd written.
I was wondering if you were an author or something.
sad.
With you sitting on my lap, I will use to probe your mouth. Your natural response will be to on it. I'll encourage you to practice and harder on one finger.
Oh
and then I'll
my
use
God.
2 fingers.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
I know it's hard to hear
Jesus.
now, but why wasn't it hard whenever? I mean, something was hard when these were being written. Why wasn't it hard for you to send this to her, man?
Gang.
Play and the
Whoa.
self-gratification is better than the physical sex. At that point, she's not even really a real person.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she is real. That's what sucks here.
Did you bring any condoms with you?
No,
So you weren't gonna use any protection?
I actually wasn't thinking we were going to get that far.
Really?
To be perfectly honest.
I think the chat logs would say differently.
She was asking me if I was sure I wanted to do this. I was reading that as she wasn't.
Oh, what the
I
fuck?
reply to that.
I said I was worried about it, anxious about it. You know what I said.
Yeah, we do, but this is kind of how it works, man. We're making you say the tough stuff. That's where you have to get to for you to get the full realization psychologically.
If you don't look at it and just shove it under the rug, it's gonna
Yeah,
come up. You
yeah.
put dirt under a rug enough time,
Yeah.
the dirt's gonna be popping out again.
As successful as I am and all that stuff, I don't really have any power in my life.
Why do you say
Doing certain
that?
things. It just feels like I'm constrained by work, constrained by having to be a certain way with my family and my wife. And this was a way to
Escape.
Breaking
something
Bad.
different, escape kind of thing. Yeah, I didn't think of it as hurting somebody or I was.
Bro, the fact that, how can I put this? The fact that it can be a million, like millions and millions of people doing this on a daily, and it actually got to the point of actually doing inappropriate stuff to underage people that have never been caught It's crazy. We gotta speak on it. That shit's crazy. Most of the shit get unnoticed. And to think that people that you walk by every day, every single day, people that you probably work with that probably do shit like this, you never know. They would seem like the most normal people in the world, but deep down inside, they're fucking evil.
Also very conscious.
Crazy.
Not wanting anybody to know, and it was stupid.
That statement right there where you said you didn't want anybody to find out, that shows me that you have guilt in this, you know what I mean? That means
Shame.
a lot to us, you know what I mean?
We just wish you had enough shame not to go with this, but I mean, some shame is better than no shame. Do your sons have any kids?
My oldest boy
Nigga got sons.
in October.
If he has a daughter, oh man, I don't.
You're absolutely right.
How you think your kids
Oh.
if they did find out about this,
They like cut me off.
right?
Where do you
Oh
think your
my
wife is
God.
going?
Just working.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're gone a lot anyway, right?
I mean, I just can't believe that this is your first time stepping out on her. Have you stepped out on her before?
No.
So why the first time you're gonna step out on your wife?
The 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Too good to be true. In retrospect, it seemed like the only person that was chatting with me consistently was this
Bro.
person. You can see in the logs, I was interested in what was going on with her.
I'm not judging you at all because that's not what we're here for, but it seems like most of the logs that I read, it seemed like it was just straight up nothing but sexually driven for you.
Yeah, I was kind of addicted to the
thrill.
the feeling, the thrill, and it was helping me get
Right.
myself off and all.
Bro. God, we gotta protect these kids out here. We got weirdos like this just roaming around freely.
Right.
How did your Instagram get nuked? How did it get deleted?
I'd liked a lot of other pictures and stuff from younger girls.
Other
It was
girls.
definitely toward the young side.
Were images
Damn.
sent of younger girls to you on your Instagram?
No, there was one girl that was like
Even Instagram got this nigga out of here.
doing some.
To you on your Instagram?
No, there was one girl that was like seeing that she was doing some live things.
What was she doing in those lives?
It seemed like she was just setting up to do OnlyFans or something like that.
Gotcha.
Shit.
What do you think your
Shit.
attractive level goes to? Like how young?
Yeah, 18, 19, later in high school.
But you said it was tracking younger.
It was more high school stuff. I was definitely interested in seeing a girl that went to a certain high school, and I'd try to connect with some of the other people in their circle and
Or like her?
kind of see how that worked. I mean, it was almost like, it's fucking stupid now to say, but it felt like being involved or something.
Would you ever do this in real?
Nigga, you pretty much a old ass nigga that just wanna hang around young females and shit. You weird ass dude. That's pretty much what I'm getting from this. Your ass need to be locked away for good. For real. Instead of talking and trying to do these inappropriate things to underage kids in high school, your ass gonna be in jail with a bunch of men. Dead ass. Your ass gonna be in jail with a bunch of men. I'll tell you right now, them niggas are underage. Shit.
Life? If there was a group of high schoolers, would you try to
You're through,
get
buddy.
involved in real life, or
You
did
over.
you feel emboldened because it's online, more animated, you know?
Yeah, sure. I was anonymous. On my account, I didn't even really put any pictures of myself.
I'm not trying to get vulgar here, but can you tell me what this is, Mr. Paul?
Yeah, that's Mike.
Why are we sending all these images of your to a 15-year-old girl through email?
I was trying to explain.
Through email?
To me physically, it just didn't seem like she was connected with her own body, and things. I didn't want her to not know what was being talked about.
Have you find yourself kind of in a teacher role? Because it seemed like you were teaching her.
Yeah, she didn't seem as into sexual stuff as some of the other people, and I was like, I just didn't want her to be surprised if we.
What do you mean as some of the other people?
Yeah. You did this for four?
These young girls were talking about sex all the time. And
Right.
I'm not saying you were out looking for them, but there was other young girls that were kind of throwing themselves at you online.
Yeah, I mean, they would post something online, and then I'd respond, and there'd be some back and forth.
If we were to look at your phone, would there be any images in there where we're gonna have to take a pause and be like, yo, or you wouldn't want your family to go through your phone and see some stuff?
No, there's nothing on there.
back to like the
You
teacher
sure?
role, like you were saying, like, I mean, you really were trying to take on a teacher role. You said, I will guide you. I'll take your hand and fingers and help you find your clitoris so you can stimulate yourself.
Gang.
You know, you're teaching her about the human anatomy. What
Gang.
could possibly-
Gang, what the fuck? Fuck, I can't talk. That's so, bro, you're disgusting, bro. Nigga, not only if you talking to a 15-year-old, my nigga, you try to take her ass to science class. Your ass try to be a science teacher. What the fuck? Your ass trying to be a scientist now. Your ass just turned into a science teacher. Trying to teach her about the human body?
Like, you know, you're teaching her about the human anatomy. What could possibly make you attracted to something or someone that you have to teach literally everything to?
I even had that thought that it seemed like this was not going to be good for her and wouldn't be good for me then either.
But you're here.
Yeah, I'm sure that there was part of it of just being in charge.
I know there's a part where you said that you wanted her to be on top so she can be in charge, and she said,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
she doesn't really want to be in charge because she doesn't know what she's doing. And then
Yeah.
that's when you
And
became.
I kind of said, I'll teach you about what that is.
And this is where I'm confused. Earlier you said that she seemed more mature, but this doesn't seem like it was mature at all.
She was speaking different languages. I just said, wow, you know, you're really smart. And it just seemed like she had lots of interests. I mean, that's what I meant. It was.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what she was like, but it just seemed like she was actual, honest to God, she was happy to hear my voice.
Does your wife not talk to you that much?
You know, it's a hard thing. Come home pretty late. I'm on the road. I'm trying to restart things with her, and it just seems like we're missing.
Well, I mean, obviously, like I
And
said,
this is obviously taking a lot of my time and focus away, and I shouldn't have.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to make an emotional connection with the wife if the emotional connection is being given to somebody else, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Seems like she probably needs you right now, considering she's going through so much health issues. And
That's another fuck up thing, bro. Your fucking wife going through health issues. Your ass over here talking to these little ass kids, these little ass girls, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga? Instead of being there for your wife, you want to do shit like this. I never get these type of niggas, bro. Like, plus, he's different from the other videos I watched from Jidion, because he's a fucking millionaire. My nigga, you gotta fuck everything up for yourself. What goes through your mind? Honestly. Because this is not a mental thing, because he seems to mentally be there. He just attracted to that.
But also,
She does.
I bet she's probably talked to you about saying maybe you've been distant lately. I know women, they are very good at sensing when their man is drifting away.
And I talk about wanting sex and wanting to do more, and she says, well, you know, soon.
I mean, she still needs to heal, man, you know?
right.
Yeah,
How long have y'all been married for?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years? Okay, bro, why did cop just pull up like that?
10 years.
Gay. What in a jump scare? GG's.
Yeah, right here. We're just here having a conversation. Mr. Paul, you're not going to talk to 15-year-old girls ever again, right?
No, sir.
And you're not going to come to meet 15-year-old girls anymore?
No, sir.
And you're not going to send your picture to no young kids, girls anymore, right? 10-year-old girls.
Shake my hand and promise me that?
Promise.
Will you look that officer in the eye and promise him that as well?
Yes, sir. Not do this again.
Do what again?
Talk to a young girl. Anything else with you?
This is your last time. Praise God.
Damn.
Yo,
Damn.
YouTube, man. Appreciate you guys.
W video.
Towards the end of the video. If you guys can, please leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Let's try to get
Hey, this was one of Jidion's shorter EDP type of videos, but this shit was a banger.
this video
No cap.
144,000 likes. Also, be sure to follow us on EDP Watch. You guys.
This shit usually be like 25 to 30 minutes.
You guys can see everything uncensored, and you guys are also going to be getting body cam footage. We are starting to get body cam footage. We're in the process of editing right now. Also,
Yo, that's
huge shout out to
tough.
EP Illinois. always. Thank him for, you know, joining us on this operation. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. But now it's time to go over Paul Fuson's charges. So when I had checked last time, I think they had 4 felony charges, but I just updated it to check again, and oh my gosh, this man has 9 felony charges. So we're gonna start from the first one. First charge is traveling to meet a minor. Then he has indecent solicitation with a minor. He has grooming, distribute harmful material to a minor, traveling to meet a minor, grooming, indecent solicitation, to meet a child, and manufacture harmful material for a minor. All 9 of these charges are felonies, so he should be looking at spending the rest of his life in prison. And it's just so sad because this man literally had it all. Worked for a multi-billion-dollar company, millionaire, wife, kids, all that. Do it all away for a child. I don't even think it was just his lust. I think it really shows his greed. Like, he just wanted more. This wasn't just some hillbilly pred that we caught.
Yeah, that's why I said that's a millionaire.
Multi-millionaires, and soon we're gonna be catching some politicians as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yo, if they catch somebody that's like known, that shit's gonna go crazy.
Make sure you guys hit that like button.
Like somebody we see every day, like